All right, Sam Simi here. Um, this video is kind of hard for me because it just took me some time to really sit down and think about all of this and just go through the series of events that went on in New Orleans. Um, I can tell you that I would have never known. I would have never imagined in a million years that I would know someone or some people personally that was affected by that. I could tell you that the night everything happened, I guess New Year's Eve, I was coming back in town and I stopped at this restaurant. And the manager there, who I know personally, there's a lot I want to say. He was like, "Hey, you going out there?" And I was like, "No, looks like everyone's drinking a little too early for me." Normally, in the city, there's a lot of drinking going on, and there's a lot of drunk driving going on. It has the highest accident rate in the city, or in the nation, I should say. It's the highest accident rate. That's why the insurance is so high. And if you ever visit New Orleans, you'll notice billboards everywhere you go: personal injury, injury, injury. So I didn't go. I ate at the restaurant, ordered me some more food, and went home. Right. And I heard about the incident the next day. Watched it on the news, and I was a little pissed off about it. I figured, why come to New Orleans to do that shit? Why couldn't you do it in Houston? And then I also questioned the bollards, the barriers, at the corner of Bourbon and Canal, because, you know, you have to be an idiot to turn off Canal and Bourbon. Normally, what I do is I would just drive up Canal and turn on Basin if I wanted to go into the first quarter, but I would be in the middle of Bourbon Street, like dead in the middle. I would, pass through Decatur, Baronne, Iberville, all of that, and I'd be in the middle of the first quarter on Bourbon, the intersection. And you'd be honking your horn, you'd be honking, hey, get out the way, you guys, go, 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 But you would never turn on Canal, off Canal and Bourbon. Um, they started identifying bodies, and I know I found out that later on June, well, I said June, but January the 1st, I found out later on that a friend of mine who was a bartender was struck, and she was in the hospital, and I just didn't. I would not have believed that I would have even known that she would have gotten hit. I know she gets off around that time, and it still took some time to identify the people who passed away. Didn't find out until January the 3rd that a good buddy of mine for over 28 years died there. My homeboy Brandon Taylor. I I have so many stories to say about him. So many personal stories about him. My God. When I met him, he was kind of chubby. He lost a lot of weight over the years. When I, you know, went back, I saw him. I speak to him over the phone, and see his pictures. And I'm like, man, golly, man, you losing a lot of weight. Um, but I was always proud of him. And he, did some really, really great music too. Very, very great music. Even, back then, he would always, had something to say. One of the few white guys that I knew that could go to the projects with no problem. I miss him, man. I really do. I spent some time, kind of grieving a few of my partners, it's from my homeboys, in the city. They put up the visual on Bourbon Street. I didn't go. I just saw him like maybe 2 weeks ago before I left out of town, and I saw him. But he was the type of guy always had his shit together. His parents, they had just lost a son uh, last year, and their parents, and a lot of white guys I know, their parents would get on them about, just getting their shit together. And he was one of those guys, that always, ever since I known him, he always had a job, always had his shit together. It struck me kind of hard. It struck us all kind of hard. And shout out to my homeboy Keith. Keith hit me up, man. And told me Happy New Year that day. And I was just so busy, just trying to recollect myself coming back in town. And but they were really, really, really best friends. They had a rap group together, and they were like, you know, kind of part of our super rap group back then. And Keith man would hit me up because Brandon, he started to kind of settle down. He got engaged, and he had a girlfriend, and real cool girl. And Keith, he just got a new old lady as well, and had a baby on the way. But he would still go out, so he would hit me up. And like, yo man, let's go out. And we went out. I've done Instagram and YouTube videos on my other YouTube channel of us going out. On St. Claude, that um, there's a lot of vintage arcade spots there, and a lot of clubs and bars out there. And I go out and kick it with him. And I don't want to stay out too long, but he want to kick it. And that's how Brandon used to be until he started to like really, really settle down. You know, very, very good at music. He was staying at home and work on his music. Um, Shout out to Keith, man. Keith. Even with him, like last time he hit me up to go out, I was like, nah, man, I'm cool. I don't think I even responded to the last time because he would always do it something. But nah, I know he's hurting, you know. And I told myself I'd give him some time because I need some time myself. I never would have thought that someone I personally would got caught up in that type of shit. And that's I just wonder why I have to hit home like that. Why does it have to hit home like that? People make these YouTube videos about their opinion about it, and I cut my mouth shut. Normally I probably would have said something because New Orleans is my city, and I take so much pride in it. I never said anything. But why it had to be one of mine to go? Why it had to be one of mine? That right there. And I don't know. I just don't know, man. I don't know. But it hurts. It really does. That hurt. All right. I can go on and on. I just rather not. I was definitely close to that dude, man. I mean, he's done a lot for me. I've done a lot for him. He is definitely like, coming up. He would definitely look out for me and make sure, that I was straight. You know, Lost a lot of weight over years. He used to eat like, and this guy used to get all types of junk food. Hey, you want this? You want this? I'm like, no, take it. Like, no, I'm straight. No. He always look out. Like, man, I'll just save it for later. Like, man. Um, I'm really miss that guy. I'm gonna really miss that guy. He would always be like, "Hey, yeah, rap, say something," and I was like, "Man, I'm chilling," and I can hear him. I can hear him rap right now. Like he was he was the best one out the group, man. Like he really was. I'm sorry, Keith. But I'm saying, but so that's a funeral I have to go to. Just shit. God damn. All right, y'all. I'm out.